Hey folks, what's going on? Dylan here from fabricationguy.com, and today I'm going to explain the key differences between the Primeweld CUT50D and the Primeweld CUT50DP. So there's a little bit of a price difference between these two machines, and I've gotten a question of, what is what and should I buy the more expensive version? Well, let's explain to you why the CUT50DP is more expensive and what features that it has over the CUT50D. So I'll have both of these machines linked in the video description for you guys to reference on Amazon. Currently, the CUT50DP is going for around $400, and the CUT50D is going for around $278. So what is the difference? Well, if we take a look at the front of the machines here, this is the CUT50D. As you can see, you have 3 connection slots here, 2 for the torch, 1 for your work clamp or your ground. If you look over here at the CUT50DP, you can see you have 3 for the torch and 1 for the ground. And that extra one is that red one there, the pilot arc. Pilot arc is a feature that allows you to pull the trigger on your cutting torch and officially start your cutting arc without actually touching the tip of your torch to the metal that you are cutting. This is especially useful for cutting really rusty metal or heavily painted metal where there's not a good contact between the torch and the actual bare metal. So it can save you a lot of time on prep time. It can also make your cuts a lot easier because you can kind of start your torch off of the metal and pull into the metal, which really helps conserve consumable life because you're not getting a ton of blowback. And there's just a lot of advantages to the pilot arc system. If you look at any expensive machines coming from Hypertherm, Miller, any USA top brands, they all have pilot arc. It's pretty much an essential feature. It's something you would expect from a high-end plasma cutter. And so that is why machines like the CUT50DP are popular, because people want that pilot arc feature. Now, is it worth spending the extra $130 on pilot arc? Is it really worth that much? It's really up to you as a user. I can tell you from my perspective, I've used plasma cutters, all my life that have had pilot arc, and that is what I use. I can't go back. It would be very difficult for me to go back to a machine without pilot arc. However, if you are somebody who is, only dabbling in metal fabrication, you're just looking to add one of these to your shop for a couple of projects that you have in mind, and you really don't need, the latest and greatest, and you don't mind doing a little bit of prep on your metal before you make your cuts, then the CUT50D here, coming at $278, is an absolute steal. I mean, you're between the two machines, they're both 50 amps, and they're both going to give you clean cuts on 1/2-inch mild steel. So the cutting ability between the two machines does not change. It's just simply the pilot arc feature. So if you're someone who is not seriously into metal fabrication, and that extra, $130 can be really spent good elsewhere in like a different tool or something else, then I would say the CUT50D will meet your expectations because you don't really have a whole lot of expectations, and you're not going to miss that pilot arc feature because you never really had it before, right? So it's not a huge deal. But if you're someone who is taking metal fabrication pretty seriously and you're like, man, I really want to get into this. I have these really, elaborate projects I would like to do, and I want to start building a tool collection around that, but you're still looking for not a USA-made machine, but like a Chinese-made machine it's very cost-efficient, I definitely recommend spending that extra $130, getting the pilot arc feature, because it's going to give you a machine that works as closest to those USA, professional machines that you can find. And the pilot arc really is a nice feature. So, like I said, it's very situational. I recommend you go for the pilot arc, but if you don't, you're still going to have a good experience with the other machine. You're just going to have to do a little bit more prep on your metal and be a little bit more strategic with your cuts. So with all that in mind, I hope this helps you guys out in kind of highlighting the differences. Other than the pilot arc, they're the exact same machine. They're both dual voltage, and I really like Primeweld as a brand. If you're out shopping for plasma cutters in this price range, you probably have seen the Lotos machines as well. And I really recommend Primeweld over Lotos right now because Primeweld's offering a 3-year warranty while the Lotos is only offering a 1-year warranty. And all of Primeweld's machines are coming in at the same price or less than the Lotos for the exact same machine. So better warranty, cheaper in price. It's a no-brainer. I've worked with the guys over at Primeweld. We've reviewed a couple of their machines already on our channel, and so you guys can check that out. They're really cool and very helpful, and I think they're a brand that's going to take over this market here very, very soon. So I hope this video is helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them. I hope this helps you guys, and good luck with your new machine.